Born in England, grew up in a town called Telford. My father was originally a mechanic and then an electrician, worked in manufacturing after that for a long time. I guess we didn't really have a lot from a financial perspective. My mother worked part-time, stayed home and looked after myself and my two older sisters. Great environment, a lot of appreciation of the upbringing that I had. I started off in manufacturing, knew that I enjoyed working for companies that did something tangible, then had opportunity when I was around 30 to move into construction, and that had that same dynamic. And in 2004, they were kind enough to offer us the opportunity to move to the US. Not a decision we had ever really contemplated. We'd been married for just under a year at that time, and actually strangely ended up being a really easy decision then.
Really?
I can remember us sitting down, it was around Christmas of 2003, and for what really was pretty significant kind of life-changing decision, I guess, it took us about 5 minutes. And we simply said to each other, if we don't go, we will always wonder what would have happened. And then in 2015, got introduced to the opportunity at Flintco and Alberici. I came up to St. Louis and spent, I think 2.5 hours with John, with Greg Kozik, with Greg Hesse, with Peter Kozik, and came out of that just knowing that they were people I wanted to work for.
Yeah.
And that really was the driver for that decision more than anything else. Of course, the role was of interest. I was excited by the opportunity, but really it came down to those 4 people I'd met, and that being a representation of the culture that I believed I was going to be joining, and that just feeling like something I would be privileged and excited to be a part of. And I guess I sit here now, 10 years later, very, very grateful for just the caliber of people that I get to work with every day throughout our organization. It makes for me, this a really special place to be, and I'm very appreciative of that.